Hello my dear student. Today I will take class about BMI and BMR. BMI mean that body mass index and BMR mean that basal metabolic rate. Hope you will enjoy this class. After watching this class, if you have any question regarding your syllabus, please write down on comments box. Thank you.
Okay, I am going to start about energy in food ingredient. We know that food gives us nutrition and energy, but do we know what amount of food gives us what amount of energy? Is the energy yielded by different nutrients the same among the 6 nutrients? Only protein, carbohydrate, fats can produce energy. The other 3 ingredients cannot. Energy consumption depends on muscle contraction and relaxation. The more the muscle will contract or expand, the more energy will be spent. Muscles of our body help in movement and locomotion. We can do any work because of our muscle, such as moving, walking, running, sitting, and so on. How much energy is spent to do these activities? The consumption of energy depend on work. So is energy required if we do not work or move? If we do not perform any work, only pass our time idly, we still need food. We feel hungry. Energy is also spent when resting. How does it happen? When taking rest, our external organ like hand, leg do not work, but during respiration our heart continues to work. So all the muscles involved in this function, in these functions, contraction and relax to perform work as a whole. So consumption of energy still goes on. This energy is called basic metabolic energy. How much energy is required for a person depend on 3 factors: basic metabolic rate, secondly type of daily physical labor, number 3 influence of food. The demand for calories also depend on body growth, physical condition, and climate. Now I am going to describe about standard unit to calculate food energy. You know that there are various form of energy. The energy released from food is heat energy. The unit to measure heat energy is calorie. Is the calorie. According to the physics, 1000 calorie or 1 kilocalorie is required to increase the temperature of 1 kilogram by 1 degree centigrade. So this is a definition of kilocalorie. Nutritionalists also use the word calorie to indicate food energy, but food calorie in fact is calorie. To avoid any confusion, the word food calorie or kilocalorie has been used in this book. According to the international standard, kilojoule should be used instead of kilocalorie. In this case, 1 food calorie equal 1 kilocalorie equal 4.2 kilojoule. Every day we consume different types of nutrients. We eat everything starting from rice, potato, pulao, fruits, vegetable, drinks, etc. So to measure the amount of energy of the nutrients, we have to know about the nature of nature of the foods. Nature of foods means whether it is mixed or single food. Mixed food like milk, egg, hodgepodge or khichuri and guava contain more than one nutrient. On the other hand, single food like sugar, glucose contain only one nutrient. After knowing the nature of food, we should know which food contains which nutrients in what amount. The nutritional constituents, their amount and food value can be known from food value chart. After knowing about the ingredients of the food and the amounts, we have to calculate the calorie of carbohydrate, protein and fats. In this case, we calculate it considering the calorie value of vitamins, minerals, salt and water as 0. The following table showing the amount of calorie per gram of element. Okay. Now I am going to describe a math related to calculate food energy. Question is, if 20 gram chira contain 15.4 carbohydrate, 1.32 gram protein and 0.24 gram fat, what is the calorie of 1 kilogram chira? So here in kilocalorie, from 1 kilogram chira we will get 3452 kilocalorie kilojoule. Okay, now I am going to describe basal metabolic rate and body mass index. First of all, body mass index. Body mass index is a value derived from the mass and height of a person. The BMI is defined as the body mass divided by the square of the body height and is universally expressed in units of kilogram per meter square, resulting from mass in kilogram and height in meters. The BMI may be determined using a table or chart which displays BMI as a function of mass and height using contour line or colors for the different BMI categories, and which may use other units of measurement. The BMI is a convenient rule of thumb used to broadly categorize a person as underweight, normal weight, overweight, or obese based on tissue mass and height. Commonly accepted BMI ranges are underweight under 18.5 kg per meter square. On the other hand, normal weight 18.5 to 25, overweight 25 to 30, and obese over 30. BMIs under 20 and over 25 have been associated with higher all cases of mortality, with the risks increasing with distance from the 20 to 25 range. Okay. A common use of the BMI is to assess how far an individual body weight departs from what is normal or desirable for a person height. The weight excess or deficiency may in part be accounted for by body fat, although other factors such as muscularity also affect BMI significantly. The World Health Organization regards a BMI or less than 18.5 as underweight and may indicate malnutrition, an eating disorder, or other health problems, while a BMI equal to or greater than 25 is considered overweight and above 30 is considered obese. This range of BMI value are valid only as statistical categories. From this table we will get idea about the range of BMI according to the physical condition: very severely underweight 15, only severely underweight 15 to 16, underweight 16 to 18.5, and obese class 1 to 3. It is started from 30 to 35 and next 35 to 40, and very severely obese started from 40. So comparing with this table, we can identify our physical condition according to the BMI rules. To find somebody's BMI, measures the weight in kilogram or pound, measure the height in meter or inch, divided the weight by the square of their height. If using pound and inch, multiply the answer by 703. The formula is BMI equal weight divided by height. Weight unit should be kilogram and height should be meter square. This is a formula to calculate BMI value. Now, uses of BMI. BMI is useful for governments who want to know about the health of their people. For example, in the United States in 2007, 74% of adults had a BMI above 25 and 27% of adults had a BMI above 30. Many of these people will become ill because they are too fat. This information helps the United States government decide what to do about the health of its people. BMI is less useful for finding out whether one person is too fat or too thin. BMI does not say how much weight is fat, how much is muscle, and how much is bone. For example, many athletes have a high BMI. They are not fat. Their BMI is high because they have lots of heavy muscle. Other people have lots of fat and not much muscle. They are too fat, but their BMI is normal. Even so, BMI is popular. It is easy to use and easy to understand, and it is give useful information for people with normal bodies. Now, BMR, basal metabolic rate. Basal metabolic rate is the rate of energy expenditure per unit time by endothermic animals at rest. It is reported in energy units per unit time ranging from watt or joule per second to ml, oxygen per minute or joule per hour per kg body mass. Proper measurement requires a strict set of criteria be met. These criteria include being in a physical and physiologically undistributed state in a thermally neutral environment, while in the post-absorptive state such as here is Benedict equation for men and for women. By this equation we can identify a BMI, BMR for a person. To calculate BMR value is a bit difficult. Its equations are with respect to sex and age. To get an idea about BMR, here is Benedict popular formula is used: BMR for male and BMR for female. There is a two formula. Suppose a woman is 33 years old, height 165 centimeter and weight is 94 kilogram. So here her BMR will be around 1699.3 calorie. Calorie demand per day can be measured by using a table below. If the above mentioned woman is hardworking, plays every day, and if her BMR is 1699.3 calorie, so hardworking woman, that is why working, playing every day in a week, BMR value should be multiplied by 1.725. Okay, that's mean if the woman consumed around 3000 kilocalorie, she can maintain her weight. The value of BMR depend on sex, age, body structure and food habit. BMR has controls the production of 60 to 70% energy in our body. Our body gets 10% to 12% of energy from taking in food and gets 20 to 30% of energy through the physical activities. The BMR value declines with increasing age. Some people diet to keep the body slim, so the BMR value declines more. As a result, there is no more scope of getting slim by dieting. BMR can be raised or increased by adequate physical work. Health can be kept sound by the following certain rules.